First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, here's Ken Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Good shit.
And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
That shit is free.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. In motion goes the tight end. Now Geno. Flushed out right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now it's Smith. On the slant, it's Fant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now Smith going to change the play. Geno now to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, Walker. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now they'll change things up. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Gibbs, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, these are the situations that come up in practice and are talked about all the time. This is as tough as it gets for a defense. They've got to defend a very short field after that turnover. They're not home yet, but a really nice job there pushing them backwards on 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Hooker. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is Mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dales. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Throwing is Smith.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Smith going to move him around.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hooker from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing. Hooker.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Lockett, the man in motion. Now Smith.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
From the gun, here's Smith.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock.
Now he's free to midfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hooker's going to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start thinking.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Hooker.
It's complete to Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Here's Hooker. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw again.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look back to throw again.
That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Second and a couple. Hooker to the air yet again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Forced out to his left.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Julian Love.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Trey Brown.
Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Straight ahead, Walker.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And now Smith going to change the play.
Now Gino. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. It's caught at the line. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw again on second down. Hooker. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Hooker. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hooker. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Derek Hall, his second sack of the night. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Throwing. Hooker. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Hooker wants to change the look. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Here's Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Hooker to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Lions.
Now Hooker. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Hooker.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Hooker. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing now, Smith. Flushed out right.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Geno. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
And that's caught by Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week, often